match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 to my left, accompanied to ringside by Miss Sammy Lane. She represents, hailing from Rutland, Massachusetts, and Cornish, Maine, respectively, the team of Davian and Belmont. They're gonna make their opponents black and blue. Their opponents to my left, first from Phillipsburg, New Jersey, the Garden State Goddess, Tasha Steeles. Her tag team partner from Queens, New York, the Asian Invasion, Karen
A little bit of Women's Wrestling Revolution Showcase action, a tag team match between two of Damian Adams' students in Karen Q and Tasha Steeles, going up against the New England stalwarts Belmont and Davian, accompanied by Sammy Lane, collectively known as Black and Blue. They're sporting the black and red today.
They're all sporting black and red.
Go get it, Belmont.
And here we go.
Always interesting to see competitors in a first-time ever encounter, especially when they come from different philosophies of wrestling. Obviously, training down in New Jersey, very different than training in northern New England.
For sure, different areas, different backgrounds, different experiences, really.
Belmont, the 14th year of her career.
That's crazy, man.
It's so crazy. And she's probably working her way to being in the best shape of her career, as she's got a fitness competition coming up sometime in April. And Davian, the bruiser.
Man, if they can cut the ring off early, keep Karen Q back here, not even get Tasha Steeles in this match, be an easy night for them.
Absolutely. Gonna wonder if that's the best strategy, though. I mean, isolate whoever you can.
Definitely.
But Karen Q is just so explosive. She's so fast, obviously coming from a gymnastics background. Although position away from the rope, see that? Barely even a 1 count. Damian Adams did commentary with me at the last Women's Wrestling Revolution event, Identity Crisis, hosted at Aurora in Providence, an event that you can watch all the matches from right now at youtube.com/beyonddemand. You know, eventually those matches will find their way to youtube.com/WWR Pro Wrestling. And he told me that Tasha Steeles is very, very strong. So even though she's a bit diminutive in size as compared to some of her opponents, you got to watch out for her power as well.
Speaking of power, Davian back in this, and another kick to the abdomen region of Karen Q. Once again, only a 1 count.
Davian doing a brief tour of Japan last year. You're going to think that Tasha Steeles and Karen Q would like to follow in the footsteps of their training camaraderie. And Tiana Perazzo, who's currently touring Stardom in Japan, will have her back WrestleMania weekend, where she goes one-on-one with Lufisto for the first time ever.
Davian backing her into the ropes here.
Yeah, black and blue has really prevented Karen Q from getting out of the block so far. That's a mistake, though. You don't want her to build up momentum like that.
Oh, because then that happens.
Exactly. She's bouncing around.
But Davian with the quick tag. Belmont back in the matchup.
Are you surprised to see Karen Q wanted to wrestle this match on her own instead of tagging out to Tasha Steeles? Maybe a little bit too much hubris. Oh, there we go. Smart move, making the tag when you're in complete control of your opponent. What the hell do I know? That's why I'm not really training people.
In our first look here at Tasha Steeles. Now they look to cut off the ring. Quick tag back to Karen Q. Arm still hooked. Q to the second.
Trying to hyperextend that left elbow.
Maintaining command of that arm. Bringing her back to the corner. Great tag team work here by Karen Q and Tasha Steeles.
Tasha Steeles up top. Oh, coming out with a knee.
Yikes.
Belmont could be hurt.
Very much so. Got the arm trapped once again. However, Belmont a little close to the ropes there, grabbing a hold of him.
Tasha Steele smart to position herself between her opponent and her opponent's partner. And once again, going back to Karen Q.
I'm impressed by these two as a team.
Now with an axe smash.
I didn't really know what to expect because honestly, I hadn't heard of Tasha Steele up to this point.
Well, she actually faced Karen Q. They were opponents representing Damian Adams' school at the last WWR live event. Sometimes your best opponents also make your best partners.
For sure.
And you got to think they train together multiple times in the week. Can coordinate offense like that. Double elbow drop. Tasha quick into the pin.
Belmont's got to get that tag out to Damian.
Just a few inches away. Tasha Steele's making it. It's not so.
There goes Steeles. Belmont tried to catch her, but she got sent to the other side of the ring.
A little bit too much showboating, though. She's got to be careful. Belmont is constantly making her way to that corner. Another Irish whip, another reversal. Oh! And that time right across the throat.
And
Trying to hold her
quickly
in
to
place.
the tag. Oh, man!
I think Tasha Steele's and Davian's boot just got formally introduced.
Yep. Only two. Davian surprised by that. Now she's going to play with Karen Q, mocking her in the corner.
And Davian's turned out to be a bit of a trash talker, huh? That's one of the signs of a competitor becoming more and more confident in the ring. Now we see the power on display. Oh! Keeping her up for a few seconds, dropping her down hard.
Only two once again.
Karen Q playing the role of cheerleader out from the apron. Words of encouragement to Tasha Steele, but she's about 20 feet away, diagonally across the ring now.
Ooh! Kick to the back.
They said they were going to leave their opponents black and blue.
They're just picking away at Tasha Steele's here. Whatever shots they can throw. Kicks by Belmont in the corner. Now that boot right on the throat.
Of course, Belmont and Davian, one of the biggest tag matches of their career, coming up victorious over Thunder Rosa and Holodead at Identity Crisis.
It's a huge victory.
Give the credit to Sami Lane, though. It was practically a 3-on-2 match at times.
Whoa, man! Just about center into the ring post.
Of course, the ring that we use here for Beyond Wrestling live events come to us courtesy of Top Rope Promotions, and they do not have rounded ring posts. So there was a corner that the ribs of Tasha Steele was driven into. All those body shots have to be adding up. Desperation time for Tasha Steele's.
Now's the time. She's got to get back to the corner, but a big club from Davian sends her right back down to the mat. And Davian just brings her right back into the corner. Another shot there from Belmont. Steele's not in a good position. Another forearm. Tasha's got to do something quick.
Not getting sent pillar to post would be the first move. Oh! Just a face buster, excuse me, riding Belmont down.
That's the opening she needs, though, to get that tag.
Yeah, but she's going to have to get past Belmont to get to Karen Q.
Yeah, she's still got about 10 feet she needs to cover.
Belmont first to make the tag. Here comes Karen Q.
Woo.
Having trouble taking Davian off her feet.
Karen
Q easily dispatching a Belmont.
Going crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Incredible technique, and she's strong enough. Wow, what a throw.
She's got her.
And she must have had eyes in the back of her head. It's Belmont with a miscommunication colliding into Davian. And now we see a meeting of the minds.
Oh.
Clubbing forearms from Tasha Steele. Are we going to see some tandem offense out of Team Adams? Oh, boy! Tasha Steele ain't afraid to fly. Damn! Big leg coming down to the throat.
Natasha just there to save the match.
Now we see Sami Lane checking on Belmont on the floor, and here comes Tasha Steele. Two competitors in the ring. Karen Q likes to utilize that Boston Crab to finish off her opponents. An impressive show of strength to turn Davian over.
She's got to get to the ropes. Can she make it there?
What's Sami Lane doing right in front of the official?
What's she
brought her
doing?
to the ropes. Come on.
You gotta be kidding me. Now she's on the apron.
How's the referee going to let that slide? And Tasha Steele's taking it to Sami Lane now. And Karen Q's distracted. Turns right around into Mistress Belmont. Who's got her by the...
Oh, man.
Smashed the back of her head. Karen Q's out.